Hang on.
Kobe Bryant.
Record that.
In the Hebrew dictionary.
What's Kobe? What's the translation?
Corona. Translation.
And what?
He took a pharmaceutical company to court, and they whacked him that day.
Just so you can't see, that's more your head case from a brother. That's the head case more your brother on top of
That's
there.
another one of them.
I can hear this. Listen, what's starting the coronavirus?
You have to stay away from the bottles about.
A scam, is
It's
it?
a scam run from China.
I think it was the
They crashed the American
money. Yeah.
nation.
And
That's
tell
all.
me, someone said, there was a doctor on saying that it's a man-made weapon of war. That it's it should usually affecting kids, but it's not, and it's affecting.
Just before Christmas in Hong Kong, you couldn't walk the streets because of the riots and all that.
Yeah.
All the housing crisis over there. They're not in the streets now.
No, they're getting whacked out.
Yeah, because you got to sort it out. That's the way to sort them out.
China's stock market is 0.5%. Everything else is in a dive.
Russia has a population of 130 million and only 63 cases. They're on top of it.
Yeah, because they kill everyone.
North Korea had one case. The following day, that case was gone.
Well, get out, you conspiracy theories. Right, Paul, see you after, Paul, right?
Cheers, later.
Put that out. It's all you're on recording. Conspiracy theories. What do we sound like?
That was brilliant.
One about the 5G. Every so often, the world's blanketed in radiation. So they said something like that. But if you look through the years, the first one was TV and stuff like that, and there was a case like it. Then the next big one was Ray Douglas sent me a man talking about it.
Them lads are mad.
But look, it makes sense, and they say, but then you hear something like that, and they say, well, hang on, there is a bit of truth in that as well. Or you'd hear something else.
Tell us about the 5G, will you?
Yes, it got to the next one. Then it was like World War II or Hitler and all that. They started using all that sort of radiation and stuff like that. There was another load of it back then, and then 5G is blanketing the earth now with like radiation. What was the nearest place that touched down from the 5G? Wuhan. So that's just another conspiracy theory.
What do you mean the 5G?
The earth is flat as well.
No, but that's just one of the mad conspiracy theories.
You handed out no one was around when he's dark now. Wouldn't we all hop on it?
There's loads of them. You're reading into it, and there's loads of them.
I had a few questions here. Graham, it'll just be serious, not serious. Graham Elver plays here. Graham Stoner Quinn. Medicinal. We'll have him on here soon. Doing a baking program. He was asking about nerves before fights and competition. Whereas if you get nervous, into the camera there.
Yeah, 100% nervous every single fight ever. The only one I wasn't nervous for was a couple of years back. It was on Cage Warriors, and there's a lot of stuff going on at the minute at that time, and I got choked out in the second round. I went down swinging bombs just for the sake of it, and I ended up getting choked out, but I didn't have any nerves at all going into the fight. And it was one of the worst fights I'd had. But I think nerves are a good thing. I think they keep it sharp. So nerves, you just have to sort of know how to control them. Say, right, now it's time.
We call it nerves. They call it competition anxiety.
No, you need them. I think if you don't get them, there's something wrong there. Anybody who tells you don't get them is a lying asshole.
I don't agree. I don't think you should get nervous. If you know you've put everything you can into it.
Yeah, but it's not. It's the fight or flight syndrome. It's how you deal with it. Everyone gets that little thing in them. It's how you deal with it.
My nerves come like Wayne's around like that. I used to get them a couple of weeks out. Like back when I was an amateur, get them for a couple of weeks. And the second hand they ring it, right? There's a fight on the jeez. So you can take a little. Back then I didn't, because I never had came from a kickboxing background.
Yeah.
I'd never had anything like that before, and I only started when I was really late. So
I always was nervous before a fight. Not nervous, we always do something.
So when you say nervous, what do you mean, doubting yourself? Like
No. The butterflies, that fight or flight, that thing when you're a caveman and that dinosaur is going to bite your head off. Do you leg it or do you stick the spear in?
Yeah.
There was a little fucking chihuahua going to a Rottweiler. They just go.
Yeah.
They don't think that.
I used to get nervous thinking about the whole fight, and even but when I only used to happen, I used to look when I stepped on the mat, boom, I was in a zone, and a few people used to say to me, they could see the difference in my mind and my face when I was, just 20 years ago, when I was standing there and then I stepped onto the mat. Whenever I stepped on the mat, I used to feel like I used to go up like you said, raise up, and now I'm in combat mode. And
We get it on the fight night, so we used to get it in a couple of weeks out or whatever, and then you'd go and then you'd be thinking about it, and then you'd get them say on the weigh-ins and you'd look at the man and you say, is he as big as me? I'm not as muscly as him or whatever the fuck. Now it's when somebody says, go get the hand, on fight day we're all joking around and you do whatever, and then you get a bit of food and you get to the venue, then it starts getting a little bit serious. We'll still do a little bit of joking around and stuff, and then when somebody says, right, get your hands wrapped, seconds wrapped in the hands, you get that, just the little butterflies, and then I think that would.
You get butterflies, Browner?
All the time, yeah. But it's about harnessing it,
What
isn't
about
it?
competition?
For jiu-jitsu, I can't get nervous for that.
Well, once you've
No,
gone to the level where
no,
there's professional MMA, jiu-jitsu's not going to feel.
Well, if it's high level, that's different, yeah. But if you're just going down to play DCU to do a competition, you're probably not going to get nerves
Do
fighting.
you know what? That's probably
Bellator
worse. You're going into a smaller competition and you have a chance to say it's a jiu-jitsu competition, and then people think, this guy's supposed to beat everyone down there. Then you go out and you get choked up by fucking.
Well, if you're in a jiu-jitsu, you're probably against someone like that just trains jiu-jitsu. You're in a jiu-jitsu.
So we didn't really answer, Graham, how do you deal with it? How do you control
Was that
it?
what it was? I thought it was do we get them? Yeah, we get them.
How do you deal with it?
Keep doing it. The more
Keep
you
doing what? Get nervous?
No, keep competing.
Yeah, but how do you deal with it on the day when you get it?
I just think that that sorts itself out after just time on the mats competition. Like, I just think the more you, like I said the other day, the more you show for jiu-jitsu, you're going to get better. The more you show for competition, you're going to get better. The reason I think he's asking that is because he's done 2 competitions this year, and one
And he was
competition,
brutal.
one
What a
competition
job.
up the north, and I think it was one in Dublin. He was asking me the night before about footlocks and how to do stuff like that, and I was going through with him and I was texting him. I said, let us know tomorrow your result and stuff like that. And he said he had a good match with John Amley. He got beat by 2 points, no big deal. But he doesn't compete too often, so that's why I think he gets nervous a little bit more than he should, or just so compete more if that's a goal.
Yeah. How do you deal with it?
Well, it'd be more MMA. Like, I can't really jiu-jitsu, but I kind of think to myself, like, I only have 15 minutes to show what I've been training for here.
Yeah, so you deal with that now and you train properly.
Yeah, I put all the work in. I want everyone to see what I've done.
Well, I would say as well, from experience, once you know that you will get nerves and you feel that, but if you say in the back of your mind, well, I've done my road work, say for the higher level, I've done my road work, or I've trained in the class, I don't know much you can do. I'm happy in here, I'm confident in here. But then that's how it is in itself, isn't it? You know what I mean? I went to the Worlds in 2014, the Masters, and I knew going over. I didn't do any training. I knew I wasn't fit. I knew I said if I go out and have one decent fight, if I get into the medals, I'm grand. The second I get into the medals and had a bronze medal, I switched off. And the worst case scenario was to try and keep that momentum up. I'd come back the next day and fight for the black belts. Come back the next day on the Sunday. So I didn't manage. I switched off. I had lost that fight on the Saturday. I had lost Sunday's fight, and I knew that in my mind. I didn't give a shit. Where in 2011 I went to the Pan Ams, I was training, I was running, and I knew going over, only by my age and my weight, I'm going to hold my own here. I'm not worried. I've done the work, I've done the training in the gym. So you know that going in. So I dealt with my nerves in a positive way. But when I didn't do the work, I dealt with my nerves and knowing that I'm fucking shit here, I'm going to make a show of myself here, you know. And which I did really. Even though I took a medal in the Worlds, I was that compared to what I should be up here. Yeah. And I accepted that. I suppose you go through different stages of your life. I was going through a hard time in the gym, financial stuff and all that stuff, so your mind wasn't with it. So I think for Graham Quinn, enjoy it. You are going to get nervous. So what? Once you get out on that mat and try your best, that's fucking it, isn't it really?
I think so, yeah.
But then, do a competition class here, one of your hard competition class, where I nearly getting sick. That's just as tough as any hard.
It's not the same. It's not the
It is.
same.
You're not going to get the nerves with that. But the actual roll itself isn't going to get any harder the next day. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't, but you're letting your mind
yeah, but say for Graham, you put there's blue or there's brown black belts there on the mat that are rolling it constantly and stuff like that. Over there, and they're going at him. So if you hold your own against them, so what's another putting belts in the next day?
Well, you're one of the best brown belts in Ireland here with drummers. Like,
yeah.
He competes at the adult scene in a lot of competitions. So if you're rolling with drummers, He's hard. He's a good game. If you roll with him and you're up to competition, you're going to do well, I think, aren't you? You know, he is very good, the fucker.
Yeah.
Don't really tell him that.
He still hasn't beaten since the Israel Cup. What year was that?
3 years ago that was.
So, Robbie wants to know when we're releasing the cookbook. We're in the process. I'm on the Penguin. Is that who does the books, isn't it? Penguin, isn't it? I don't
No,
know.
they sell kids books, isn't it? They'd be kids books as well, isn't it?
Should a BJJ player train judo and vice versa? Yes, I think not only should a BJJ player do judo, they should wrestle. Because you do your no-gi competitions, you have to be able to wrestle. So yes, definitely. A fight starts standing, you take grips. Even if you're a guard puller and someone throws you, you got to know how to react. I think definitely, you don't have to become a great judo player, but you got to know how to game.
Couple of throws, couple of takedowns, couple of
Yeah. And the same with judo guys. Should learn a bit of technique, get that. And you actually see it now in big competitions. Few wheels coming out. But you should train wrestling as well. Wrestling for me is the one you should all train. I don't know.
I got one off Claire O'Malley, who's the best combat star in Ireland.
The best combat star in the world.
Yeah.
And the little shot at Team Ryano. I'm only messing.
Fight star.
Fight
Look
star.
after us
First
all.
I look after all the way, lads, look after us, and they're going to be doing a few bags here for the gym here. We're going to put a few more bags in. And anything,
sound.
anything we do ask them for, I ring them up and I say, look, I've got guys fighting on the show, yeah, no problem, and we do the shorts and stuff, we do the banners, they look after Reds all the time, very good to me. Give me wrestling boots every year and a few bits. Now, like the Tammy's my main one, but they're international. They dress me, but 5-star, very good, and you should support your local business. They're very good to all the local gyms around, I think.
And at the minute, for everyone doing the home workouts, they have all the weights and all in. They'll come out and do them for you at the door, stuff like that. So they are very good. So go check them out online. 5star.ie.
Hi coach, who is the best Irish MMA grappler? Redzer. Let's look at MMA fighters that are grapplers. Carl Moore was good. He was a good grappler as well. He's a big lump. But I think technical grappler, I think you fought in Polaris. Many other MMA competitors. The Kieran Davin is no longer an MMA competitor. He's a team grappler.
Yeah. With Norman Butte there is a
Norman Butte there. Norman always good judo black belt, but he doesn't compete in the grappling scene, does he? Who competes on the grappling
Dennis
scene?
competes, does he?
Is he fucking Irish?
You're a
He
fucking
trains in Ireland, he lives in Ireland.
No, he doesn't.
He definitely does,
yeah.
you know?
Sit over there.
Alright, just give me like loud. Hey, cut that out, Brown. Fuck that shit. Get that's another course. That's seven so far.
I look at it, who competes MMA and who's on the grappling scene.
And I'll be back at Polaris this year. The guys at Scramble Brand, they said they'd get me back on, so they were on to me about getting on.
Bleep all that out.
No, they said to get me on the show that was on next week, but it was a little bit too heavy for what they were looking for, so I'll be on in the summer.
When he says too heavy, he means 20 kilos.
No, they were off. They were looking for.
He's looking for 77, he's 97.
70. I told them I could do 77. A little bit heavy for what I do, but they asked me what I do this summer. So Polaris back again in the end, if COVID doesn't take over.
They're trying to come to Ireland as well.
September, he said. I think in around that sort of month, providing this doesn't push us all back. Was there no grappling grapplers out there? No.
I can't think like who say the SPG fighters Irish fellas that one of them compete on the MMA scene. What about Owens lads? A lot of them don't compete in MMA grappling scenes to that level. Like how many black belts is there MMA fighters? Or brown belts? I don't know. I don't want to be ignorant.
I'm not saying
There's a couple of lads in the north probably, is there? I don't know.
I don't know, I'm not saying anything.
Give us a rundown from Cage Warriors. So
Hang on. Favourite UFC fighter of all time?
John Jones.
I'll do that. A couple.
Yeah, I have a couple of Pierre, I like Matt Hughes. I like Ryan, fucking, what's his name?
Matt Hughes, Peter Pan, GSP. There's the top three.
Yeah, they're good,
Yeah, I think Matt Hughes he was that milked everybody, like, and then I think we got.
Because he started taking the Bible out and all the
Yeah.
boxing, but up to that he was,
He was a killer, an absolute
Brown
killer.
Art, favourite UFC fighter?
GSP and Anderson Silva.
Very good.
Anderson, yeah.
So like you said already,
There's two, man.
And so did, what's his
So
name?
I like that all that year.
Fuck shit, Randy Couture.
Randy,
Randy was the one that came in and started changing.
40 years of age.
And then, the wrecking machine, what's he called?
Mark Coleman.
Not Mark Coleman.
Mark Kerr.
Mark Kerr.
Sorry.
That's a great film. Did you ever watch that film?
No.
It's great. What? MMA documentary. Go watch
Before he
that.
was born.
What about Choke? What's Choke?
No.
Oh my
So
God.
much to that, brilliant. You'll be out rolling around, you'll be out the rivers, and you'll be out rolling around, and you take the steroids now at the end of the day.
Flat and a mat and the anti-inflammatories.
Who's your favourite culture? You have no favourite cultures, cattle. These are all woolly backs.
Who's that guy, Matt Lennon?
Oh, wait, what am I saying? Cage Warriors.
Oh yeah, goes out run down thoughts on Cage Warriors the other night. It's not a promotion, that was down the jobs to big team, the fights.
I'm still in the thing of should have happened and should not have happened.
What's your thought now?
I don't know.
Well, nothing's come out of anyone. You won't know for a week.
No,
if
like,
anyone got
apparently-
affected.
I'm glad I was on because I'm an MMA fan, and then
Wanted to watch it.
I'm looking at my business clothes, other people's business clothes, and people involved. I don't know. I think it's at the right end of that sickness. If this was sort of thousands of people sick and the rows of clothes it was on, then it's different because the medical people could be somewhere else. But look, it happened and went well. I'm glad it went well. I thought
Just on the
Darren O'Gorman had a great fight as usual. He's like the butcher. He's in wars and great fights and then loses the fucking things. I don't know.
Me, man, that was some way handy talk.
Yeah.
That was from last Tuesday. And
Where does he go from there? Is that 3 losses in a row, 4 losses in a row?
Yeah, I think it was.
Is it something like that? You know, and it's like butcher. I look at butcher.
He is a good
What's
fighter.
his
Yeah.
record? 6-4, I think, wasn't it? That was 6-4.
I'll check it out there and share that.
I'll check out what
That's
he
the
does.
idea for it. There's some great undercard fights on it.
Missed that whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I watched all of them.
Did you see the guy I think it's Jamie Hendon? He was fighting that guy who has 25 fights.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
He was unreal, wasn't
He
he?
fought the Welsh kid, Airfred. He's on
Oh,
the back.
Chris Days.
Yes.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris Edwards.
Chris Edwards, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Edwards.
He was
He's only on his
unbelievable.
second or third pro fight. He looked amazing,
He was
didn't he?
unbelievable. His grappling, exchange, and his wrestling and positions were brilliant.
What was Chris
For
like?
me, he was the best fighter of the night.
Comfortably, yeah.
He was the best. Listen, this fella looked really good.
Many fights.
I don't
Just,
know.
I think it was his third pro fight, something like that.
What
He
you
was only about
think,
22, 23.
Sorry, he's only on 2
Couldn't
losses.
tell you.
2 losses.
Yeah,
And he's a good man before that.
But what about before that?
What?
What's his record before that? Like?
He's on a.
It's COVID.
Sit up without the
It's
glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was
Oh,
4,
yeah,
4,
so
1,
he's-
1.
Loss, cancel, win, loss. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah, he's good. He's still in there. But that guy I thought he was brilliant. I thought he's wrestling, he's ground.
He done well to hang in there, the triangle, getting the blade and elbow and
Yeah.
stuff.
I seen this guy in Hartwood there.
Which one?
No, he's talking
O'Gorman and Hignett.
We're gonna bring that back in.
It's hilarious. Decky Dalton.
Well, I said him he gets his back.
Right, yeah.
I didn't. I actually missed the start before the race started, and something he slipped. I just seen him when he went to the ground.
Oh, he just saw
But
the
thing was
ball.
on it, but I told you, gets his back.
He threw the kick. He threw the right kick, I think.
Was it?
And then he was kind of sloppy, and your man ran at him and he just ended up on his back.
And the
done well.
body triangle, he actually had his arm caught in the body triangle as well. He did, he had to gamble to get out of it because he was stuck so bad he was going to get finished. So he had to gamble and give up the mount.
Well, he was trapped, he was keeping the hand here and he was fighting off the hand. He's done really well, but
He's taking
he was
his
No,
trapped.
I like Decky. I think he's very good, and I think he's tough as nails. And I refereed his fight when he fought Peter Queeley, and it could have gone any way. It was very, very close to me stopping it a few times when Peter was on the ground. I was shouting, we're defending that, he would defend himself. But from then on, he hasn't fought anyone decent. I don't think he's fought anyone decent. And that's what happens as soon as your game slacks a little bit. I was surprised with Joe. I know the fella Mason is very, very good.
I told you he was good with the
He's
hands.
good, and I was really hoping for Joe. I was hoping to see him doing well, and I think I'm not going back a step now. You can forget about the UFC for Dublin, I think, anyway.
Yeah. I think,
Your man had some heavy hands.
I told you, fuck me, man. I know the right hand toward him, and he threw a couple after that. Fuck me, man.
The
That
knee
knee
did
had
something.
some power.
I thought the hands got him before.
Oh no, it was right.
I must send him a message. I sent him a message saying, wishing him best of luck before the fight. Because he's been here in this cage here.
Lovely fella, absolute gentleman, and
Yeah.
a tough motherfucker too. He likes that body shot. I mean, he catches with it.
And I think if he had to go to New Zealand, he would have been on the Bellator or at the higher end of
Yeah.
the cage wars of UFC now,
Good told you that kid Jones has some powers.
What did you see him?
He's only 24 to come.
It's a black belt in judo and jits, is he? Or something like that?
Black belt in judo. I think he grappled on the. I don't know if he was on the GB judo team now or not, but he's quite high level. He does all those competitions and stuff.
Well able to strike.
Some fucking power. Good nick as well, like in really good shape.
Heavy
24.
hands.
24, you can't compete with that. You know what I mean? Also now, he's not my age, he's 23.
Old, yeah.
No other MMA shows on now on the next world, then is there?
Not for a while, no.
That's it. Polaris is going ahead, is it, this week? Behind closed doors.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
no, so they
Who-
can't
who-
get.
who-
They had a grappling. They had an 8-man grappling, an 8-man competition for a prize money for 15 grand or something like that, and it was like they had all the studs from Bleeding America. What's your man's name? Tan fella.
What do you do out of the week?
No, trains with Gordon Ryan in handles.
Nicky Rod?
Yeah, I think he was part of it. The man Nathan Orchard he was part of it. He's out of the 10 Planet crew, and a few others in there. And I think they did like a couple of competitions that if you won the brackets, you got into that. So there's a couple of good grapplers in it. But that's not happening anymore. So I think it's just the UK sort of based, European or UK based grapplers. It's behind closed doors, but I hope they do well so they can put on another one then later on in the year.
Where's that on?
I actually don't know. London, is it on in London? Check that.
What's Polaris?
Yeah.
What am I here to check
That's
this
all
out?
you're here for. You're not giving any other input into the thing. He's like a man on the Joe Rogan podcast in the back. Oh, here, check
Young
that.
Jamie.
Check that up there. But you just keep the phone in your hand.
What do you want to know? Polaris is on in London.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's an open weight event, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Nicky Rod had to lead in favour for that. Man Orchard, he's pretty good as well. He's a.
Kieran Davin's event was cancelled, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That looked shit hot, the bodies on that.
yeah. Satoshi Ishii and guys like
Except
that.
Renzo.
That guy was grappling was quite good.
Yeah, no, you would have to try for that. He's lucky. I think he brought the coronavirus in. So he didn't have to bleed fight on it.
He won some couple of.
I keep fucking touching my face now, thinking not to touch my face.
They're coursing out a million times as well.
That's number 9 actually, yeah.
They're coursing out a million times. That's been jabbed us before now. But now their pockets was rattling to go to put it into the. You know what I mean?
Says Manchester, is it no?
Well, we're asking you.
You
You're on the
get
front
on
line.
line.
You fucking find out. What's that say? You scroll down, there's bleeding loads of them. Figure it out there.
Oh, that's what's that phone.
What's the bleeding phone? Look, you figure it out, come
You're
on.
on your own phone.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's right there.
Yes, I think Kieran didn't go ahead. There was some great scraps on that one. I'd like to see them on and see a few fights on that.
Who was doing grappling him on Strauss?
Marius, was it Marius Domasa?
Oh,
I
is
don't
it?
think so. That no.
No,
Was
no,
it?
he was up against someone else.
Yeah.
I have a terrible memory
was
for
the
these
first
things.
year?
Strauss against some Polish guy or something. No.
Yes, yeah,
And
yeah,
who was
you're
the
right.
first you up against? Let me have a look at this.
What's that preparation? You know what I mean?
It'll be on the BJJ Outliers Instagram page. You'll see the ads for the fights.
Checking out one.
Yeah, had
Text now one again. He is.
BJJ Outliers. So the card was.
I'll do a song and dance while we're waiting there.
Oh yeah. So
That's how we fight with.
Satoshi was fighting Kamil Ominski. I don't know who he is. Mario from SPG was fighting him on Ash Amos.
He's good at Amos, yeah, tough.
He's quite good.
Judo, Jiu-Jitsu black belt, is he?
Yeah, Dan. Judo seems to be big over in Wales. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Big over there.
Wrestling, rugby and judo.
Dan would have been was fighting him on Marius. Domicile, yeah.
I think that was cancelled. That was on. Where the was he? Or that was no, that was a different event, was it?
Ryan's plan was his name Mateus.
Everyone's good, yeah.
Eva, my person versus Kirsten Mickelson.
Yeah, both world champions, world no-gi champions.
They were on Polaris. One of them was
Yeah.
on Polaris as well.
Your one Mickelson is Satoshi Ishii's other half.
Is he?
Yeah.
Chris Walsh versus Bartek Lukacs. And me versus.
With the Polish AGCC career, wasn't it?
Mateus Szynski, yeah. That was
Who were you fighting?
Mateus Szynski. They could fight one like a couple of the Polish AGCC trials and stuff like that, and he had a good match against one of the Hands of Basic crew on Polaris. I think he got beaten that.
I actually watched talking about Henzo. I watched Henzo that Legacy again the other day.
Great movie.
He's bleeding mad. You know what I like to him? Even when he got beaten, he was humble enough to the other guys.
Yeah.
Congrats, not making excuses, and you know he was
think
Man is a brush.
the best is when he said he's on top of Pride and he's like that. They're all doing the walk out there and he's saying, you know, he's looking at them all left, right, and centre, and the man says, oh, what the fuck am I doing here? I should be back in the gaff. Like, I'm out here in the middle of Japan. He says, what the fuck are you on about? He says, well, I can't wait to get down there and see, you know, who's going to win here.
There's nowhere else I'd want to be right now.
I don't know whether from watching him over the years, watching people, I robbed it in a few things. And I was watching when his brother, I suppose, was doing the forward roll shoot, and there's something I'd be saying to him, don't be doing them stupid bleeding moves, to keep it simple.
Yeah, man, so I was trying to do MMA. He said, MMA, I'm not learning how to do it with a jiu-jitsu first.
yeah. It was good. And listen, not great facilities and just basic area and hard training.
I'd like to go over there now.
Yeah, so yeah, we should make a trip there.
Mihal.
Yeah, Neil's been there, yeah.
A couple of times.
Good friends of Rodrigo's here. So Rodrigo hangs around with, what's the other greats he have in California?
Clark.
No. Fuck's sake. My country now, he's loads of guys he has.
It's not a man that was
Surfs.
It's not a man that's getting nicked for smashing a man up with the, what's his name? Alf.
Hoyler's a big no.
I think that was half, wasn't it?
That was
That's his brother.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Battles a man on the day.
There's too many Gracies anyway. Get rid of a few of them.
Man, how are we doing this thing? How long is this thing going?
We're going 50 minutes.
We'll let it some. Don't worry about it.
I've never been. Well, you have to do an outro for Paul. Just get up and walk down. Just get up and walk down.
I'll chop that out. Yeah.
You just get up and walk down. What else?
Nothing for me, Paul.
Sure.
Hang on. I see if there's any questions came in. You got one off Reese Tyrrell. Your favourite UFC fighters. Where's that?
Hoyler.
Reese Tyrrell, favourite UFC fighters. You just done that. Lewis, favourite amateur / pro MMA promotions.
Battlezone there.
When's he making a comeback?
Yeah. Now Battlezone, when we make a comeback, we were all, I'm at the being chatting with Dino Wade, he's a bunch of load of lads, and we were talking with Peter Levy and Danny Corr, and we were thinking of doing, what was going to happen was, it was going to be a Battlezone show, and it was going to be in Belfast and one in Dublin, and it was going to be an Irish IMAF selection, and a Northern Ulster MMA IMAF selection, 10v10, and a couple of fights around that. We're going to do 2 legs, Dublin, Belfast. Hopefully then I'm bringing in Wales, Scotland and England, and we build it like a 5 Nations thing. Motherfuckers, don't rob the idea. Any other promotion out there, or we'll come down and smash our heads and then dance their heads. That's what we're doing. Danny and Peter have been doing a lot of work on it. It was meant to happen early June, but it's not going to happen now because of what's happening. And it would have been built up of we were having our first IMAF squad session, was meant to be an SBG last week or whatever, and was cancelled. And we were going to pick the team from that and a couple of bodies in my gym, Dino's, anyone that's an IMAF member and has all the paperwork and stuff up to date. We're going to put a team together. And Danny was having 10 lads getting their heads brain scanned, and they were going to do the whole safe MMA protocol, and it would have been Ireland versus Ulster MMA. It would have been a great event. So Danny is going to be in the works. We'll probably do it in Dublin if this all clears, to give Dublin a little boost and give us a boost.
Where are you thinking?
I don't know. We'll get it, man. I get Slee and Duffy getting on there.
So, he's doing something like Trinity or something a bit bigger.
If I can get somewhere bigger, but I think Trinity or some hotel.
I have to say, I know that they don't do it anymore. The Reeds was great.
Reedy was great. Won't do it there anymore. That was great venue. The
Yeah.
D4 was the best. With
Yeah,
the big screen and the high ceiling. That was bleeding great.
UFC champion Rico Rodriguez.
Locked. Yeah, trying to risk my in the cage.
I think, yeah, for me, not being biased, Battletown probably would have been, it's around that long.
I think Clan Wars up the north is one of the really big ones. I love Akuma because I like all the fights in it. One of the best shows was actually was Rodney Moore's show, and he's a show up there. It was a great show. The show there on the night was a good show. What's that with the cage conflict? They're all good shows.
They're all good shows.
Good shows. Cage Legacy, the lads won a good show as well. They're all good shows. I think we had a great momentum going to Dublin with the Battlezone. I think we've done stuff that no one else has done. We've done Ireland versus America. We've done Ireland versus England. We've done. We brought in a French team. We brought in
a couple of UK fighters.
We brought in pros around the world. I think the Ireland American thing was a great one, and the Ireland England was a great one. We packed out the place. They were great shows. And on them shows, we had some of the best fights in Ireland. Donny, Mulpeter and the other guy.
Gory.
We some cracker fights. We had some great nights in the gym. I think one show we played 5 fellas lost in a row, and another show we think we had 9 wins in a row. You know, so it's
And
up
one
and
post
down.
there, nobody. That was
Yeah, and then another poster. Yeah, we had a one show. We started off with a poster. We had a fucking poster full, and the time we got from the poster
To the
or-
fight night.
to the fight night, not one person on the poster was on the show. It was mad. I actually got someone get onto the stairs, made weight, and pulled out after the made weight. Didn't even, they were afraid.
I made when I didn't get the fight.
I didn't tell him. Anyway, enough bullshit talking. We're getting better. We probably went off the drift there. I think we are getting better. We're learning. Only number 2, and PT and
Have a special guest next week.
and Noel. If you're free next week, we'll get you up here, and you can maybe give us a few tips on how to do it, and then we get you in the ring, boys. He's not dead.
I want Darby out. Darby's out camera next week doing his
I'm gonna be a laptop.
So when we shout to him, we say, Darby, check that out.
And I get a screen up here that just comes up then, and then it'll come up for them.
Who's footing the bill for all this?
Coach.
There you go.
Good luck, motherfuckers.
Leave her around, bro. Leave her around. We'll show her how he's happening.